Hey guys, Peugeot here, and welcome to another guide. Today we will be talking about something that we have been waiting for a long time. There have been some changes to the Weirwood Memories event, and a new Nightmare difficulty has been added. This introduced new currency in the event and of course new things that you can buy with it. This change has happened last month. However, there have been some fixes and some adjustment of the prices this time, so I believe this will be the final iteration of the event. So I'm going to show you how the new difficulty works, how you can complete all the stages and how you can benefit from the rewards. First of all, we can find the event in the event section right here, and this is the Nightmare difficulty. Here you can select it on the top left side. Of course, I would recommend to complete the previous three, the normal, the elite and the epic, because as you know from the epic, from the 315 you can get good amount of tokens and you can use those to buy not only commander medals for yourself, but also you should always buy the hearts, because they will give you more tokens than their cost, and also you should be buying the general tokens and the friendship chests. I suggest you use as many hearts as possible. If you don't have enough hearts, you can buy with diamonds, but it's best to get all the rewards here since it's easy. Now, we've already discussed in a previous video how to complete the first three stages. Then the next thing you need to do is to focus on the Nightmare stage. Now there are 10 different stages and they are all difficult, but here is a difference. First of all, you can choose only 10 commanders in the beginning of the event. You can choose from all of the commanders that you have, but you can only select 10. And these are the 10 that you need. So you may want to take a screenshot of this and have it in mind. I suggest to get those commanders to 4 stars as soon as you can, because that's what you will need for clearing all the 10 stages. How does it work? When you open a stage, you notice first of all it will give you some pointers. If you include a certain commander type, like here it says if you include cavalry and 2 bowmen, the attack of the enemy will be 25% less, and if you include a spearman and 2 bowmen, it will be additional 25% less. And every stage has such hint or a joker that is going to be helping you to defeat it more easily. Then the important part: if any of your commanders dies during a stage, that's it. You cannot use that commander again. No matter if you win or you lose. If you lose, of course, that means all 6 commanders die. But if you win, and let's say 1 or 2 die, then you cannot use them for the further stages in this day. It's important to mention that the dispatched commanders can be revived on the next day. Every reset, at the beginning of every new day, you can choose different 10 commanders, or if you want, you can just choose the same. And this way you can progress again. For me, it took me a couple of days because some of my commanders died, but I managed to clear the whole thing. And you should know that I've had some help. I've had some pointers from other people that tested a lot of things, and what they came up with is this. Now, I am not sure who exactly created this, but everybody is very grateful to them, because this is showing easily how you can complete the event with the 10 commanders that I've shown you. We can quickly go over so I can explain. Now the first 3 stages, you can see the formation. You can pretty much use any formation that is strong with enough healing, enough damage and enough tanking commanders. First 3 stages are not difficult and nobody dies, so you can use this formation or any formation that you like. They are simple to do. Now the first snag you're going to hit is the 4th stage, because you have a Shiwa there that is shooting rapidly and she's going to kill all of your commanders incredibly fast if she doesn't die immediately. So the point here is that you're gonna be using Winton to take the brunt of her damage, because he takes less damage in general. And then Julian is strategically positioned here so that when he uses his skill he kills her. So that is how you complete the stage. Then 4-5 and 4-6, they are not that difficult. You can complete them on automatic. Nobody should die if you use this specific formation. You have a serious healer, which is Simon, and you have Marjorie that is going to provide shield, so you should be okay. Now on 4-7, of course, you need to be doing things manually in order to avoid dying, because it's a tricky stage. You have Arya and Sinara appearing behind you, behind your commanders, and you need to manually target them with Tion and with Julian, so this way they don't kill your commanders very fast. On 4-8, again, it's a simple matter, using the formation that you see here, automatic, nobody dies. On 4-9, it's also automatic. Here it says that Egbert dies, but keep in mind that it's not always the case. For me, Simon died and Egbert lived. I'm guessing it's a matter of luck and RNG. You need to always be mindful that if you see that some of your commanders are dying and the battle is not yet over, you can just quit. You can just leave the battle before it's over, and then the commanders will not die. This is very important for you to know, because this way if you see that you're losing, you can just try again without dying. And the last one, which says it's semi-manual, I would say it's true, because Kosomo is quite difficult to deal with. That is why you have Tion and Patello in the bottom, and Kosomo is going to be right across from them. Kosomo deals a lot of damage, so you need to kill him immediately. So what you do, you use Julian, you use Tion, you use Patello, you use Enzo, all of their damage skills to quickly target Kosomo and kill him. After that you can switch it back to automatic and you can complete the whole thing. So guys, that is the formations that you will be using. Of course, these are for people that usually spend or people that have been playing the game for a long time, but you can also experiment with other formations, because I'm sure that your alliances have already received some guidance and they have created their own formations, but this is what I use and it works. And lastly, let's look at what you are going to get as the reward. From the last stage you are getting 210 Nightmare coins. Those are the new currency that you're going to be spending. And it's important for you to do not only the clearing quest, which will give you a lot of hearts and a lot of Nightmare coins, as you can see, quite a bit, but also every day you should be doing at least 50 clearings, which is 6 or 7 hearts, and then you will be getting not only the normal coins, but also the Nightmare coins. You can spend the normal coins to buy anything you like Commander medals, and then the Nightmare coins, you can spend them to buy Obien's weapon. I will show you that one in a second. So you're gonna be getting 16 hearts for completing 50 clearings every single day, and as I said, you need about 6 or 7 and you get 16 back. So this is a great way for you to accumulate more hearts. Finally, we got what we wanted, a way for us to generate more stamina. And then let me show you in the shop, at the very bottom there are two things you can buy. First of all, for 10,000 coins you can get 1,000 diamonds. Don't bother with that, diamonds are easy to get in other ways. But what you need is Wind Song. This is the weapon of OBN. And this is the only place where you can get it. You can get 50 fragments per event, which means every 2 months you can get one weapon. So you're going to need basically 1 year and 8 months to get the weapon to 4 stars, but at least it's free to play. So in total, as you can see, you need 10,000 multiplied by 50, that is 500,000 Nightmare coins. You can get that by just spending your hearts. And I can say that I didn't spend any blue diamonds to buy hearts. I just did the daily quests, I got hearts, I used them, and as you can see, I'm almost ready to get all of the fragments. I have 91, so in a couple of days I will have 100 and unlock the weapon. And of course, when you clear the stage, now with the new change you can do up to 50 blitzes. It was 10 previously, they made it 50, which is very much appreciated, so we can go through this faster. And now let's quickly go through OBN's weapon. As you can see, it's a harp because he's a musician. And what do you get? It's not a fighting weapon, but it is a weapon that is going to give you passive bonuses. What do you get? 10% endurance recovery and 6.88% total defense. This is something you're gonna get when you equip the weapon to any commander, but it's best to equip it to OBN because then his skill will be increased. You will be getting total army attack in addition to his 4-star skill, and this is at 0 stars. At 4 stars you get 30% endurance recovery, which is great. You can get more rebel groups killed, and you get more diamonds and gold and badges and also grain, so this is great, and a little bit more total defense. And also the important thing, total army attack 30%. Amazing weapon. For a free-to-play weapon to give you 30% total attack, that's super great. And then what you can get is some hospital capacity and troop attack. The troop defense is not important, and also the enemy troop health reduction also not important. So what I can suggest, when you get the weapon and you start reforging, try to get the troop attacks for the troop you're using, and of course you can also get the hospital capacity. So guys, this is how the Nightmare difficulty works. Let me know if you like it, let me know if you've already unlocked the weapon, and I'll see you on the next one.